Wanted, David Icke, for promoting self-love, for cashing in on half-truths, and for not researching quotations properly in his books. Seriously, some of them have just been internet rumours that he's published. Ridiculous. Now, I know there's some of you that are going to get a little bit annoyed that I'm covering David Icke in this way. What? Because I find that there's certain people that get absolutely stuck on people like this and Alex Jones. Well, of course they do, because that's the whole point. These people are there. That's what a gatekeeper is, because they get you stuck at a certain level and then you don't look any further. Some people get incredibly annoyed if you even question some of what these people say. And as we know, some of it is just absolute lunacy, which, according to David Icke, there is no moon, so there would be no lunacy, but yet he uses this phrase a lot.
Take a fraction of that number who give £1 a month ongoing to this station, which is non-profit making, and we'd change everything.
You know, you don't know him, you don't know his well, all you know is that he was from the BBC, and then he claims to be against the BBC, and yet he's a member of the Grugeot Club with Russell Brand, who is dating a goldsmith. And you know what I mean? Come on, just at least question, like he tells you to. Anyway, so let's look. You think that the self-love he pushes, this whole love thing that goes on. Well, you think about the Aleister Crowley, love shall be the whole of the law. But it is self-love, it's Luciferian. And just ask yourself these questions. And then he tells you that the world will be one. The world is one. We're all one in that sense. And it's like he's just pushing the same agenda of uniting the world, which is the New World Order or Golden Age. I mean, just think about this on a logical level. These people are pushing the same thing, but in a very sneaky way. And I think that's what's so evil about it. So here we have a picture of David Icke with a picture of a lion. This is from his book, which is Human Race, Get Off Your Knees. The Lion Sleeps No More. We know what the lion symbol is used for. It's the Abaddon, it's Ra, it's the beast. And for him to say the lion sleeps no more, obviously people think he's talking about humanity there. Maybe he is, because we're all, the beast spirit is rising in humanity. But he's also referencing the lion. The lion sleeps no more. Human race, get off your knees. I mean, what does that mean? In repentance to the Father, or what? Because this is what it seems to be pushing. The lion sleeps no more. Remember that David Icke was told by a spirit in the room when he first started out. There's an interview with him saying this, that told him he was the Son of God and that the Bible prophesied his coming. Very disappointing coming if that's the truth, which it isn't, as we know. So let's look at another picture of another his books. He knows what all this means, I swear to you. He must do. I mean, it's all over it, and he knows about certain things about Saturn, but he doesn't explain it. So remember who you are, remember where you are, and where you come from. Remember. So what's he saying here? We come from Saturn, the god of this world, the eye in Saturn, which is also the vagina, birthing this. Got the lion in here again. You've got fire and water. You've got green, the Luciferian green man, green age. You've got the time projecting all of this stuff. We've got the black ball that collects the negative. What is happening in the world? Read on. We've got the serpent here. We've got, you know, it's just everything here, guys. You've got the symbol of Saturn there as well. Harvester of souls, that is. Even with that, you know, that's the counterfeit, because that's the harvester into the unfolded cube. It's the harvester of souls. So I'm sure you can at least appreciate this is by the same artist that David Icke's obviously used. I mean, this is all about the 13th pillar, the Antichrist, the false Messiah. You see how he's all coming out of a cube? Same colours again. And the same artist again. So it really would surprise me if David knows nothing of what these things are. I mean, here you've got the unfolded cube, the X, you've got the cube and Star of David, you've got Islam, which goes around the cube, spider of the spider's web, caduceus, the cube projecting this onto the world. You've got Saturn at the bottom, you've got the moon, remember the ninth gate. And it doesn't surprise me, because he was told he was the Son of God. So it's almost like in a lot of these things he's pushing that 13th pillar, and he even plays the 13th pillar in some of the designs. So we've got the light falling down into the earth, which is in a cube. You've got the seal of Saturn on there, the G, the destroyer, you know, Freemason. You've got the Star of David, the cube. You've got Saturn, moon, the moon again with the eye projecting. Look at, I mean, something I find interesting here, look at where this light goes through. If you follow this light up, it goes through the Queen, goes through the gate, which is the EU logo, through the United Nations, and I think into Earth. But, come on, I mean, I see people are fooled by this because they think, well, he's just showing the truth in a picture, but really there's a lot more to it. And the reason you don't know these things is because you listen to too much David Icke. Anyway, continuing on. So, infinite love. This is a big saying by David Icke. Infinite love is the only truth. Everything else is illusion. Exposing the dream world we believe to be real. So infinite love is the only truth. Right, so infinity is infinite and is the figure of 8, which is a trap. It's just a constant loop that never ends. It's the cycle. So infinite love is the only truth. Right, so it's telling you that the only truth is here and now, in this realm, in this... and everything else is illusion. What, so the Father's illusion? The timeless one? Is that... I mean, when you think about this logically, that's what he's saying here. This is why it upsets me when people get so defensive about this guy, because it's clearly obvious what's going on. Anyway, so, well, quite appropriate. The whole cover is a spider's web. So, infinite love is the only truth. So he's telling you that the only truth is in this trap. What a load of rubbish. Oh, we've got Saturn there again, have we, Dave? Cheers for that. Right, Tales from the Time Loop. I'm not going to go too much into all these. He's often seen doing a similar pose to Ilija, but I don't know if it is necessarily a copy of this, because his hands are the other way around, but maybe it's just a messianic pose. Sorry about the nudity. Messianic pose. Same kind of thing though. Makes sense because of the Son of God thing that he was told. And there you've got Osiris. He's got the rays coming out of his head, the light coming down into him. Doing the same pose there. Got the same pose there. Robots Rebellion. Big Brother's not coming, he's here. With a lizard eye. Of course, when he says lizard, he's really talking about demons or jinn or whatever, or fallen even. But he never references that so much. He just talks about lizardry. Of course, he has to tell you some truth, but it's mixed with lies, just like his father of all lies, which is Satan. It's a jungle out there. Has anyone seen that New World Order speech? He's pushing that same thing. About the New World Order, the law taking over the whole earth, not the law of the jungle. From prison to paradise. Does that not remind you of the releasing of the abyss into the golden age? Did me. Red Ice Radio, David Icke. You've got the Reaper here, you've got Saturn, you've got the moon, which as we know about the ninth gate. And this, I believe, is referencing of the ether coming to Earth. All about the same thing as far as I can see it. But, you know, he shoves all of these occult symbols all over, and people need to be aware of what what this guy is, you know, and he tells you about problem, reaction, solution so much. Well, why don't you apply it to David Icke? I mean, he gives you the problem of evil people, greedy bankers, all of that stuff, waits for your reaction to that, and then offers you a solution, which is a station called The People's Voice, which doesn't tell you very much truth, and he wants your money all the time for it. Or he wants your money for a live gig, a DVD or a book. David Icke, I'm sorry mate, but I can't just ignore this, because it's misleading people into your web of lies. Peace everyone, don't take the bait.